Welcome, everyone, to the Aha Method Podcast collaboration today with the Agile Vocalist Podcast, too. I'm so excited. Rachel Medanic and I are doing a collaboration playing Powerpoint Karaoke. If you've watched any of our previous Powerpoint Karaoke videos, they are awesome. And Rachel watched them and said, hey, how can we play this together? So here we are taking the PowerPoint Karaoke Challenge. Yay, welcome, Rachel.
Yay, thank you. With my fading thumbs.
I love it. You have a rainbow coming out of your head. It looks amazing.
May the rainbows come out of everyone's head who watches this.
I think they will after this, because we have I'm already going to claim it and call it. It is going to be a super fun PowerPoint Karaoke Challenge. Let me tell you a little bit about us before we jump in. My name is Dayna Gowan. I am the co-host of the Aha Method Podcast, and where we talk about all things public speaking, communication, all of it. We just love public speaking, and this is kind of related to Rachel's podcast too, about music.
So my podcast, Agile Vocalist, is very music-centric, music heavy, but also about sound and how sound is really that sort of unrecognized sense, though the growth in the podcast industry would tell you differently. Super excited because on Agile Vocalist, I have guests that always cover aspects of their careers and lives, and there's always history, there's always inspiration. Almost every episode has a live performance of something you've never heard, may never hear again on the internet. And it's not all singers. I guess that's the other thing I'd leave you with is anyone who works in sound, engineers, beatboxers, some weird sound episodes that talk about emotions, lots to choose from. So thanks for doing this with me, Dayna.
Oh, of course. And I love that because I am not musically talented. I want to say I have no musical bone in my body, but I know that is not true because I've taken some musical therapy workshops where we're like drumming on desks and tables and stuff. So I have some rhythm. It's just not what the world deems that they want to listen to.
Wow. I think we need to recreate the world then.
Right? I love that. And your guests do a great job of showcasing their skills and abilities and talents and sharing them with the world. So I appreciate you putting it out there. That's awesome.
Yeah. And I just to plug Dayna's podcast a little bit, I'm going to just do my take on it. So she's got tips on public speaking and things you'd never think of. The correlation between the two podcasts, of course, is the arts and how the arts expand us and make us more comfortable. Because with public speaking, you got to roll with whatever punches, technological, forgot your slides, who knows. And so 2 podcasts together are better.
I love it. And I think both of our podcasts also focus on performance. And when you are performing in front of someone, whether it's speaking or singing or playing music, you are taking a risk. And that is what our PowerPoint karaoke presentation is about today, taking risks. And we have not seen these slides. I just want to remind everyone how PowerPoint karaoke works. We have not seen these slides. We do not know what these slides look like. We have not prepared at all, although we did talk before this that we were nervous. And nerves are normal, right, Rachel?
Right, absolutely.
Nerves are normal.
You don't know what's coming at you.
You don't. But then once you hit that stage, you trust that you have the talents to be there. You should be on that stage. You deserve to be on that stage. And we are just going to be fine and happy with whatever outcome comes out. Great. Well, here we go with our Taking Risks presentation. I hope you enjoy it as much as we will. All right. Welcome, everyone, to our Taking Risks presentation. My name is Dayna Gowan, and I am a consultant with Creative Enterprises United, CEUs, which often gets confused with the education credits that you have to get. But we're not that, okay? We're Creative Enterprises United, and we are here to help you be more creative. And it is really hard to be creative, right? Because that involves taking risks. However, we want to encourage you to take risks, be okay with taking risks, and just letting go of perfection. And I hope you enjoy this presentation and learn a lot. I know you will.
So risks are hard, right? So Toby, the dog at the end of the dock, really wants his CEUs. But the problem is that his owner went to Walmart to buy the raft, and the size on the box was mislabeled. And so the raft wasn't big enough to fit the dog. It really bummed the dog out because Toby's a dog, he couldn't actually say that. But I think maybe he did, paw around at his owner's cell phone, hoping to be able to tweet to Walmart that they needed to do a better job labeling the raft.
Yes, Toby took risks and
Sure
let
did.
his owner know how Walmart messed up, and they got it fixed because of that. Now, this is Thomasina, the cat, that took a risk in making their owner get really excited and jump out of their chair. So what Thomasina was doing was like kind of rubbing on the owner's leg, and the owner was sleeping. Okay, that their owner, Justin Friedman, in this picture was sleeping, and all of a sudden the Thomasina's rubbing, gets sleepy, and then he goes, "Oh my God," and jumps out of his chair and he falls backwards. Thomasina runs away, although Thomasina looks scared in this picture. Thomasina actually knew exactly what she was doing here. She was having fun with her owner, Justin. Taking risks can amount to having fun as well.
So as we think about Toby and Thomasina and how maybe Thomasina's owner was taking a risk, kind of sleeping in a chair, kind of weird. It's a lot to think about. CEUs, right? Accreditations are really common. There's so many to choose from. It really affects directions, how you might want to take your career, what accreditations matter, what don't. You're busily searching LinkedIn. Oh my gosh, I can't find this one. What have I signed up for? I got accredited, but it doesn't have any, brand weight. It's a lot to think about. It's really a lot to think about. So CEUs are a different kind of accreditation in that they are as creative as the body of creativity they certify. And Toby knows that, and so does Thomasina.
Amazing. Yeah, so true. Now, you might be like that statue in the last picture, just often thinking about your accreditations and how can I be more creative? And here at Creative Enterprises United, we want to help you with that. We don't want you to feel like you are always fantasizing about jumping into a pool of Jello. That's what Willem Farkas III was constantly questioning in the 1700s. He just kept asking, am I the only one who fantasizes about jumping into a swimming pool of Jello? But he just asked it. He never did it. He never asked people if they wanted to do it with him. He was always just asking the question. So I want to put it on you. What are you fantasizing about right now? What creative dreams do you have? And how can you implement them? How can you take risks in your life so that you aren't just dreaming about the pool of Jello, you're jumping into the pool of Jello? And that's what we're here to help you with.
So that pool of Jello affects everyone in the world, but there's certain countries in the world where the creative risk-taking is a little bit higher. So I want to point out the United States, the darker colors, looks like Great Britain, and is it Finland? Maybe it's not. I don't know my Nordic countries very well. But creative risk taking definitely is certain cultures, certain areas of the world are, more open to the CEU mentality. So rest of the world, Africa, India, China, South America, and Mexico, you're our people. We can't wait to see you join and sign up for the next CEU event.
Yeah, that is our list of current client countries right now. And we are looking to make all the gray countries purple and more specifically, deep dark purple after this. So please join us. Now, look, some of you are going, hee haw, hee haw. What are you really trying to say here? I mean, really, why should I listen to you? Well, look, you're the one being a donkey drinking out of a bucket of water. Do you feel good about it? How's your life right now? Do you have dreams and aspirations that you aren't achieving? Do you want to achieve them? You've got to work with Creative Enterprises United. We have trainings, we have classes, we have one-on-one coaches that can help you reach your dreams. And it's not that we want to sell you things. We want to see you reach your dreams. We want you to get up on stage, film, get in that movie, change careers, whatever it takes. So while you're going hee-haw, why don't you take a step back and ask yourself, what is it that I really want? And how can I get it?
So, Toby, Thomasina, donkeys, world domination of creativity and by creativity. Maybe you're thinking to yourself, I can't do it. I can't do it. It's my livelihood. People in my organization aren't open to it. I feel like I'm stranded on a beach and that I'm staring something that I've never dealt with before in the face. Well, chances are it's staring you back in the face too. But what's most misunderstood about creativity and the CEU credentials that we offer is that they're not what to think, they're how to think. They're a framework, they're a way of viewing the world, turning the tables, shifting the paradigm. And so it's up to you. We give you the tools and the inspiration and the interactive exercises and some guest lectures and instructors to really reframe who is that monster in the lake as you're looking out, contemplating your next move. It could be somebody that's totally friendly. Frenemies, enemies, friends. Keep your enemies closer than your friends. You just never know. You have to change the paradigm. We help you do that.
Sometimes the monster in the lake isn't really a monster at all. It's actually your friend who wants to help. And sometimes the monster in the lake just needs to be blown up because they are truly a monster, because they could be a monster in your head. You know that monster, your inner critic that's telling you, you can't do this, you shouldn't do this, this is stupid, you're dumb, don't do it, just stay in the status quo. You know that voice. You know that voice I'm talking about, that monster in your head that's come out of the lake into your head. It's time to blow that monster up. Now, keep that friendly monster that's nice and calm and cheers you on, but blow up that inner critic monster because you do deserve to be on stage. You do deserve to reach your goals. You do deserve to have your dreams come true. But you can only do that when you stop listening to that mean monster in your head and start taking risks. I want to encourage you to please blow up that mind monster and take the risks you want to take, because chances are they're not the biggest risks in the world, but they seem really big to you. And Rachel, bring it on home with our last slide.
All right. So one of the things that we find as we do our trainings is that people get really, really far, but then they stop right before they're about to succeed. A lot of people have fear of success. A lot of people just get so wigged out in their nerves at that last shot. They're like, how do I, what do I do? How do I take this last step? I think, we need to take our pointers from the animals we've seen in the deck. right? The dog, the cat, their owner trying to be entrepreneurial and enterprising and reach out to Walmart online. Where does it go? So one of the things that we can learn from games like golf is that you can get very, very far, but don't hose the final shot in, right? You gotta be persistent all the way through to the end. Otherwise, what'd you do it for? So we try to coach our students and our classes to really just keep pressing on until you get to that goal, no matter how big or small it is. Keep pressing on and you'll get there. And we give you the tools to get there. So take your last shot, take a big breath, several breaths. It's what many public speakers and performers do. And just knock it gently in. You won't overswing, you won't underswing. You can do this. That's what we teach you.
And again, reach for the stars, reach for those dreams, take those risks, take big swings, but not when you're that close to the hole. Take a swing. And again, we have been Creative Enterprises United, CEUs, but not the continuing education units, but we have creative units. It's very confusing. Don't worry about it. Just know that we are CEU. And Rachel, you want to tell them our little jingle that we have, our little jingle we're working on?
CU, CEU, CU, CEU. We want to shift you from your C-suite into a CEU.
Contact us now at creativeenterprisesu.com. We'll see you soon. Yeah. And done.
What was that?
What? That was amazing. That jingle. I know it's okay. That's called pimping in the improv world. Like, hey,
is it? Oh, pimping. Oh, okay.
Hey, Rachel, what's that song? How does that song go again? So I totally pimped you out there. And, oh my God, that was amazing. We should have had the jingle earlier.
Well, it's so absurd that perhaps even at how many minutes was that? People will still watch it all the way through.
You know what? I didn't end up timing it because I just was having so much fun. So I think that was close to 8 to 10. I don't know. We'll see.
Well,
how did that feel for you? Because we took risks there. That was all very uncertain. So how did it feel?
I was fine. I think I was struggling the most with that last slide. On some level that'll percolate in my brain. I'll probably have some weird dreams, right? I'm sure I learned something about, because there was one point where you just did such a nice job of closing up my comments. Like when I write too much. I have to edit back. But I know with some of the slides, I was just like, okay, and I'm going to make this my last sentence. And I was really clean about it, which is not really typical of me. But then you would pull it together. And there was one point where you just did it so elegantly. I don't remember which slide.
Well, thank you. And I keep doing this. I like to create companies that are like giving these presentations because it just is how my mind works.
Right.
But then it gets like salesy too. Right. So
I know we did get salesy. I didn't know if that's what,
I enjoyed it and I thought it was very inspirational. I'm ready to blow up that mind monster now.
Yeah.
And that I will tell you that one with
the
I feel like you got the harder slides too. Because every time I feel like I would like not set it up, but like I'd lead you in a place and then the slide would just be like, oh dear. like the world. And I was like, oh, what is she gonna do with that? And it was very impressive what you came up with. Like, those are our clients. Those are who we work with. Like, that was genius.
That's what you said when I was like, okay, when I wrote off half the world with the map. And you're like, those are our clients. I was like, oh, that's brilliant. Because I just toasted Africa, which is really well known for innovation, as is India. And I'm like, oh, shit.
Listen, no one's going to blow up our PowerPoint karaoke when we were doing it on the spot and not having a chance to prepare. I thought we did very well. We got very caught up in the animals at first. It was a nice intro with Toby and Thomasita which is a movie about a cat. I don't know if you've seen it.
No, I haven't seen it.
It's very old. And I was like, what's a tea name? Thomasina.
Oh my gosh.
That was fun. I thought we did really well taking risks today. What about you?
I thought so too. Yep.
I know we were fretting about it. We were nervous, but how do you feel after we took this risk and gave a presentation about taking risks?
Yeah.
A little meta there.
I feel good because actually that's the arts camp that I'm just about to go to is all about, one of their values is they're trying to reframe it. It's a little too late, but they used to have a value of dare to suck, right? To encourage people to get on stage and just talent or no.
I love that.
And so the other thing, one of their other values around camp, which is this, they try to design it as this magical experience is don't live with a problem, like any problem, you need like some bug spray. You've got, an itch that's running a red line up your leg, like go see the camp nurse, like don't share your misery. Don't ever live with a problem. And so for me, I'm now in Kaz mode. It's called Cazadero Performing Arts Family Camp. So I'm like, okay, I'm on.
Yeah. Well, you got your little creativity in, and then you're going to go to camp and be super creative jump in and improvise and play music. I mean, it sounds awesome.
It is.
That's amazing. And you're taking huge risks. I mean, you probably don't see it as risks, but I'm like, wow, that's amazing that you're going to that. Just to close, we'll wrap up here. I want to plug Rachel's amazing podcast that is all about musical performance, not just singing, but musical talent and performance and how they have taken risks over their lifetime, whether it's to bring the history of music or to get their music played or get on stage. I mean, it's so inspiring to me to listen to. And again, I am not musically talented, so I just am blown away by these artists who are out there doing their thing, being creative artists and taking risks. And Rachel, I'm thankful for what you put together, and I want to encourage everyone to check it out, go listen to it. It is awesome.
Yeah. And thanks to Dayna and the AHA Method podcast. Tips, tricks about public speaking, even a really cool episode about the role of the pelvic floor in healing and being a better speaker. Hello, pelvic floor. Really exciting stuff. If you want to learn to be a better speaker, look to the artists and listen to the AHA Method podcast.
Thank you. And I was just thinking how probably very tight my pelvic floor was doing that, because it's like, oh, so uncertain. But we're working on that. So anyway, thank you all for watching and listening and hopefully learning, but also laughing with us. This has been a lot of fun. And if you want to take the PowerPoint Karaoke Challenge, reach out to me at Dayna@speakersalliance.org. I'll drop links in the chat. But again, super fun, and go out and take your risks today.
Thank you.